Hi everyone, we're going to be making some pomegranate molasses today. So I use this in a lot of my Moroccan style cooking, great for meat marinades especially. So very simple recipe guys. So you're going to need some pomegranate juice. So I have some here. So this one is no added sugar. We're going to add sugar to the actual recipe itself, so that's why I chose one that's low sugar. So I'm going to be putting in 1, 2, 3, I've got 4 cups of pomegranate juice. Once I've done that, the pan is actually on a very low heat, well, a low to medium heat. So I'm going to add the sugar in next, and then we're going to add in some lemon juice, and then we're going to let the sugar dissolve and mix in the lemon juice, and then we're going to leave it on a simmer for a long while, and it should turn into a syrup consistency. So put half a cup of sugar in. This is white caster sugar I'm using. So it is quite a lot of sugar. You can see the sugar is sitting, so it's not dissolved. So I'm going to stir it for a few minutes so the sugar nicely dissolves. Once the sugar's dissolved, we'll put some lemon juice in. We're going to put in about 2.5 tablespoons of lemon juice. So we'll come back in a few minutes. So a few minutes have passed, and most of the sugar's dissolved. It's not completely dissolved yet, so I'm still going to be moving it around, but now's a good time to add the lemon juice. So I'm going to put in 2 tablespoons. I'm using lazy lemon juice as opposed to fresh lemon juice, but you can use either. So 1, 2 and a half. So we'll mix that in again. If you're struggling to dissolve the sugar, put the heat up a little bit, but remember to turn it down when you want to simmer it. So most of the sugar's now dissolved looking at it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce the heat so it's a low simmer, and I'm going to leave it until it turns into a nicely reduced syrup consistency. Once that's done, I'm making quite a lot here, and that's because afterwards I'm going to put it in a jar and keep it in the fridge for as and when I need it. So yeah, the sugar's gone. So put it on a low simmer and we'll come back. This might take up to an hour, so obviously I'm not going to leave recording for an hour, but I'll come back later on and show you what it looks like. So about 40 minutes have passed, and you can hopefully see it's massively reduced in terms of volume, which is good. That's what we want. So I'm going to continue leaving it on simmer. I do stir it every odd occasion. We'll then taste it. Now obviously you can imagine juice is different from different manufacturers. The one I used was no added sugar. I'm probably going to need to add a little bit of sugar to it later on, but we'll see how it tastes. And then once that's done, we'll cool it down, and it'll be complete. As it's reduced, the mixture is bubbling quite a bit. You want to be careful that it doesn't caramelize too much and burn at the bottom, so keep moving it around, and eventually it will become a syrup texture. So we're getting close toward the end guys, because if you have a look at this, see how it's not just easily moving down like liquid does. It's because it's turning very syrupy like that. So there's still some water to go. So what I'm going to do is, for the last section of it, I'm just going to hold it at an angle. Now you could, if you don't have the time to do that, just move the mixture into a smaller pan. The reason why I used a big pan was to make the process a lot quicker. The higher the surface area, the faster the process is. So I'm just going to hold it like that. You can see there, it's very syrupy already. Yeah, getting there. So this last bit done, and then hopefully in about 10 minutes we'll be finished. And there we have it, guys. That's nicely finished. So that's very syrupy. So if I do that, it's a thick liquid. Now you could make it even thicker if you wanted to, depend on what you're going to use it for. But for me, you know, there's some very thick syrup there, less so thick here. But that's fine, because that's I normally use this for meat marination and Moroccan dishes. So I'm going to let this cool in a glass container, and then it will be kept in the fridge. Now once you've cooked it, cook your pan straight away, because with the sugar content it gets very sticky and will make it very hard to clean. So hopefully you enjoyed it, and as ever with all of my videos, if you liked what you see, please subscribe to my channel. There's a button at the bottom right hand side, and please share with any friends and families as well. Thanks again.